Hello everyone, 皆さんこんにちは. My name is Andy and welcome to my Hiragana Basics online course. In this course, you'll learn how to read Japanese using the Hiragana alphabet. If you're just starting to learn Japanese, then this course is the perfect place to start. Not only will we go over how to pronounce each Hiragana character, but we'll also practice reading the characters with over 150 practice words. By the end of this course, you'll be able to read several basic Japanese words written in Hiragana. The Japanese writing system involves mixing and matching three different types of alphabets: Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Most Japanese learners start by learning Hiragana, then Katakana, then Kanji. Hiragana is a phonetic alphabet consisting of 46 characters, where each character represents one sound. You can think of Hiragana as like the ABCs of the Japanese language. Katakana follows the same pronunciation pattern as Hiragana, but it's mostly used for words that originated from other languages. For example, orange juice. Kanji is the most difficult and complicated of the three alphabets. Kanji is a series of over 2,000 Chinese characters where each character represents an object or idea rather than a sound. One thing that makes kanji especially difficult is that most of these characters have multiple readings depending on the word. For example, this character, which means water, is read mizu in this sentence, but it's read sui in words like suiye or suichu. You'll often see hiragana characters written either above or to the side of kanji to tell you how it's read. This is referred to as furigana. As you start learning Japanese, you'll come across a fourth writing system called romaji. Romaji is a representation of Japanese using the Roman alphabet. Romaji is mostly used by those learning Japanese as a foreign language and when typing Japanese on a keyboard. You can rely on romaji to read Japanese until you've mastered hiragana and katakana. This is a hiragana chart that displays all 46 characters in the hiragana alphabet. When you read this chart, you would read the characters from top to bottom and right to left. The characters in the first column represent the 5 basic vowel sounds: a, I, u, e, o. The next columns follow the same vowel pattern, but they add a consonant sound in front. For example, the second column is read ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Here's a read-through of each hiragana character. A, I, u, e, o. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Ya, yu, yo. Da, ri, ru, re, ro. Wa, o, n. Throughout the next several lessons, we'll learn how to pronounce each of these 46 characters and their variations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back. In this video, we'll go over the 5 basic vowel sounds in Japanese: a, I, u, e, o. The first character we'll learn is a. 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 Which of these characters is a? A. The next character we'll learn is I. 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 Which of these characters is I? I. 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 The next character we'll learn is U. 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 Which of these characters is U? う、会う、会う. The next character we'll learn is え、え. Which of these characters is え、上、上. Ie, ie. The final character we'll learn in this video is お、お, お. Which of these characters is お、お. 青、青. Before we end this video, let's talk a bit about stroke order. When writing the hiragana characters, you'll notice that there's a specific order to follow when writing each stroke. In reality, not everyone always follows the correct stroke order when writing Japanese. But when you're first learning the characters, it's important that you use the correct stroke order. This is because using a consistent stroke order will help you memorize the characters faster, and it'll improve your handwriting. Also, stroke order follows a general pattern that applies to all of the Japanese characters. So if you get used to using the correct stroke order when you're learning hiragana, you'll have an easier time learning the stroke order for katakana and kanji in the future. You may also notice that some characters look a bit different depending on the typeface or font. The way a character looks on a screen may be different from how you would write it by hand. This is why it's important to use a practice sheet when you write the characters for the first time. We learned the vowels a, I, u, e, o. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll go over the characters ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Before we start, let's talk about short and long vowels in Japanese. We learned that there are only 5 vowel sounds in Japanese: a, I, u, e, o. In addition to these 5 vowel sounds, you'll encounter long versions of each vowel. When pronouncing a long vowel, you would simply extend the vowel for an extra syllable. See if you can hear the difference between a short a and a long a. Oba-san, oba-san. Whenever you see a double vowel, you'll pronounce it as a long vowel. For example, お母さん、小さい、風船、お姉さん、氷. Note that an EI combination often creates a long S sound and an OU combination often creates a long O sound. For example, 先生 and お父さん. The first character we'll learn is ka. 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 Which of these characters is ka? Ka. Aka. Aka. Ika. Ika. Kau. Kau. The next character we'll learn is ki. 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 Which of these characters is ki? Ki. Aki. Aki. Eki. Eki. Ookii. Ookii. The next character we'll learn is ku. 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 Which of these characters is ku? Ku. Iku. Iku. Kaku. Kaku. Kiku. Kiku. The next character we'll learn is ke. 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 Which of these characters is ke? Ke. Ike. Ike. Kaikei. Kaikei. The final character we'll learn in this video is ko. 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 Which of these characters is ko? Ko. Koi. Koi. Koe. Koe. Kukou. Kukou. We learned the characters ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. In the next lesson, we'll go over a variation of these characters using a marking called the dakuten. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll go over the characters ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Before we start, let's talk about short and long vowels in Japanese. We learned that there are only 5 vowel sounds in Japanese: a, I, U, E, O. In addition to these 5 vowel sounds, you'll encounter long versions of each vowel. When pronouncing a long vowel, you would simply extend the vowel for an extra syllable. See if you can hear the difference between a short a and a long a. Obasan, obaa-san. Whenever you see a double vowel, you'll pronounce it as a long vowel. For example, okaa-san, chisai, fusen, onee-san, kori, Note that an EI combination often creates a long S sound and an OU combination often creates a long O sound. For example, sensei and otousan. The first character we'll learn is ka. 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 Which of these characters is ka? Ka. Aka. Aka. Ika. Ika. Kau. Kau. The next character we'll learn is ki. 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 Which of these characters is ki? Ki. Aki. Aki. Eki. Eki. Ookii. Ookii. The next character we'll learn is ku. 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 Which of these characters is ku? Ku. Iku. Iku. Kaku. Kaku. Kiku. Kiku. The next character we'll learn is ke. 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 Which of these characters is ke? Ke. Ike. Ike. Kaikei. Kaikei. The final character we'll learn in this video is ko. 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 Which of these characters is ko? Ko. Koi. Koi. Koe. Koe. Kukou. Kukou. We learned the characters ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. In the next lesson, we'll go over a variation of these characters using a marking called the dakuten. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll learn the characters sa, shi, su, se, so. Before we begin, let's talk about dropped vowel sounds in Japanese. Listen to the word suki, which means to like. Notice how we don't really pronounce the u sound when we say suki. It's common for the i and u sound to become dropped in Japanese. A few more examples include 使う、しか、ありがとうございます。The first character we'll learn is sa. 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 Which of these characters is sa? Sa. Kasa. Kasa. Usagi. Usagi. Kusa. Kusa. The next character we'll learn is shi. 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 Which of these characters is shi? Shi. Ishi. Ishi. Shika. Shika. Shio. Shio. The next character we'll learn is su. 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 Which of these characters is su? Su. Sushi. Sushi. Suki. Suki. Sugoi. Sugoi. The next character we'll learn is se. 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 Which of these characters is se? Se. Ase. Ase. Sekai. Sekai. Kaseki. Kaseki. The final character we'll learn in this video is so. 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 Which of these characters is so? そ、嘘、嘘、遅い、遅い、急ぐ、急ぐ。We learned the characters sa, shi, su, se, so. In the next lesson, we'll go over the Dakten variation za, ji, zu, ze, zo. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters za, ji, zu, ze, zo. To review, what is this character? Sa. Sa with the Dakten is pronounced za. Za. Koza. Koza. Sozai. Sozai. Keizai. Keizai. What is this character? Shi. Shi with the Dakten is pronounced ji. Ji. Soujiki. Soujiki. Keiji. Keiji. Suji. Suji. What is this character? Su. Su with the Dakten is pronounced zu. Zu. Kizu. Kizu. Suzu. Suzu. Zuke. Zuke. What is this character? Se. Se with the Dakten is pronounced ze. Ze. Kaze. Kaze. Oze. Oze. What is this character? So. So with the Dakten is pronounced zo. Zo. Kazoku. Kazoku. 海賊、海賊。映像、映像。We learned the characters za, ji, zu, ze, zo. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters ta, chi, tsu, te, to. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters ta, chi, tsu, te, to. The first character we'll learn is ta. 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 Which of these characters is ta? Ta.携帯、携帯。太鼓、太鼓。下、下。The next character we'll learn is chi. 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 Which of these characters is chi? Chi. Chi sai. Chi sai. Ichigo. Ichigo. Kuchi. Kuchi. The next character we'll learn is tsu. 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 Which of these characters is tsu? Tsu. Atsui. Atsui. Kutsu. Kutsu. Tsuki. Tsuki. The next character we'll learn is te. 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 Which of these characters is te? Te. Tetsugaku. Tetsugaku. Tate. Tate. Kate. Kate. The final character we'll learn in this video is to. 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 Which of these characters is to? と、外、外、音、音、時計、時計。Before we end this video, let's talk about double consonants. In Japanese, we have double consonants which we write using a small tsu. For example, sakka. Notice how we add a short pause whenever we get to the small tsu. Sakka. Compare sakka with saka. Can you hear the difference? Sakka, saka. Gakkou, 学校。雑誌、雑誌。切手、切手。We learned the characters ta, chi, tsu, te, to. In the next lesson, we'll go over the dakten variation da, ji, zu, de, do. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll learn the characters da, ji, zu, de, do. To review, what is this character? Ta. Ta with the dakten is pronounced da. Da. Eda. Eda. Daigaku. Daigaku. Daisuki. Daisuki. What is this character? Chi. Chi with the dakten is pronounced ji. Ji. Note that chi with the dakten is pronounced the same as shi with the dakten. Ji. There are very few words in Japanese that use the chi with the dakten. Chikajika. Chikajika. What is this character? Tsu. Tsu with the dakten is pronounced zu. Zu. Note that tsu with the dakten is pronounced the same as su with the dakten. Zu. There are very few words in Japanese that use a tsu with the dakten. Tsuzuku. Tsuzuku. What is this character? Te. Te with the dakten is pronounced de. De. Ude. Ude. 出口、出口。おでこ、おでこ。What is this character? と。To with the dakten is pronounced do. Do. 自動、自動。洞窟、洞窟。角、角。We learned the characters da, ji, zu, de, do. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters na, ni, nu, ne, no. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters na, ni, nu, ne, no. The first character we'll learn is na. 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 Which of these characters is na? Na. Sakana. Sakana. Suna. Suna. Nagai. Nagai. The next character we'll learn is ni. 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 Which of these characters is ni? Ni. Kani. Kani. Kuni. Kuni. Nishi. Nishi. The next character we'll learn is nu. 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 Which of these characters is nu? Nu. Inu. Inu. Tanuki. Tanuki. Tenugui. Tenugui. The next character we'll learn is ne. 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 Which of these characters is ne? Ne. 種、種、お金、お金、お願い、お願い。The final character we'll learn in this video is no, no, no. Which of these characters is no, no? きのこ、きのこ、命、命、イノシシ、イノシシ。We learned the characters na, ni, nu, ne, no. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters ha, hi, hu, he, ho. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the H column ha, hi, hu, he, ho. The first character we'll learn is ha, ha, ha. Which of these characters is ha, ha? お箸、お箸。花、花。羽、羽。The next character we'll learn is hi, hi, hi. Which of these characters is hi, hi? 羊、羊。引き出し、引き出し。膝、膝。The next character we'll learn is hu, hu, hu. Which of these characters is hu, hu? 財布、財布。豆腐、豆腐。フグ、フグ。The next character we'll learn is he, へ、へ. Which of these characters is he? He. He so. He so. He shi. He shi. Heijitsu. Heijitsu. The final character we'll learn in this video is ho. 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 Which of these characters is ho? Ho. Hoshi. Hoshi. Houki. Houki. Hoikushi. Hoikushi. Before we end this video, I want to mention that there are exceptions to the way we pronounce the characters ha and he. The character ha is pronounced wa, and the character he is pronounced e when they're used as particles. Particles are characters that help connect words together in a sentence, similar to conjunctions and prepositions in English. Ha is also pronounced wa in the phrases konnichiwa and konbanwa. We learned the characters ha, hi, hu, he, ho. In the next lesson, we'll go over the Rakuten variation ba, bi, bu, be, bo. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters ba, bi, bu, be, bo. To review, what is this character? Ha. Ha with the Rakuten is pronounced ba. Ba. Obake. Obake. Bakuhatsu. Bakuhatsu. Tsubasa. Tsubasa. What is this character? Hi. Hi with the Rakuten is pronounced bi. Bi. Ebi. Ebi. Akubi. Akubi. Ibiki. Ibiki. What is this character? Hu. Hu with the Rakuten is pronounced bu. Bu. Fubuki. 吹雪飛ぶ飛ぶ運ぶ運ぶ What is this character? へ He with the dakten is pronounced be. Be. Kabe. Kabe. Nabe. Nabe. Betsu betsu. Betsu betsu. What is this character? Ho. Ho with the dakten is pronounced bo. Bo. Boshi. Boshi. Kobosu. Kobosu. Aibou. Aibou. We learned the characters ba, bi, bu, be, bo. In the next lesson, we'll go over the handakten variation pa, pi, pu, pe, bo. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll learn the characters pa, pi, pu, pe, po. Before we begin, let's talk about the handakten. The handakten is a marking that looks like a small circle on the top right corner of a character. There are only 5 characters with a handakten variation: ha, hi, hu, he, ho, which becomes pa, pi, pu, pe, po. To review, what is this character? Ha. Ha with a handakten is pronounced pa. Pa. Suppai. Suppai. What is this character? Hi. Hi with a handakten is pronounced pi. Pi. Ippiki. Ippiki. What is this character? Hu. Hu with a handakten is pronounced pu. Pu. Kippu. Kippu. What is this character? He. He with a handakten is pronounced pe. Pe. Hoppeta. ほっぺた. What is this character? ほ. Ho with a handakuten is pronounced po. Po. Shippo. Shippo. We learned the characters pa, pi, pu, pe, po. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters ma, mi, mu, me, mo. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll learn the characters ma, mi, mu, me, mo. The first character we'll learn is ma. 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 Which of these characters is ma? Ma. Atama. Atama. Kuma. Kuma. Shima. Shima. The next character we'll learn is mi. 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 Which of these characters is mi? Mi. Sashimi. Sashimi. Kamigata. Kamigata. Namida. Namida. The next character we'll learn is mu. 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 Which of these characters is mu? Mu. Komugiko. Komugiko. Nemui. Nemui. Samui. Samui. The next character we'll learn is me. 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 Which of these characters is me? Me. Same. Same. Umeboshi. Umeboshi. Tomei. Tomei. The final character we'll learn in this video is mo. も、も. Which of these characters is も? も、友達、友達。子供、子供。着物、着物。We learned the characters ま、み、む、め、も. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters や、ゆ、よ. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters や、ゆ、よ. The first character we'll learn is や. や、や. Which of these characters is や? や。お土産、お土産。野菜、野菜。山、山。The next character we'll learn is ゆ、ゆ、ゆ. Which of these characters is ゆ? ゆ。雪、雪。指、指。有名、有名。The final character we'll learn in this video is よ、よ、よ. Which of these characters is よ? よ。洋服、洋服。強い、強い。読む、読む。We learned the characters や、ゆ、よ. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters ら、り、る、れ、ろ. See you in the next video. In this video, we'll go over the characters ら、り、る、れ、ろ. Before we begin, let's talk about how to pronounce the consonant sound for ら、り、る、れ、ろ. When romanizing these characters, we often spell them using the letter R. but it's actually pronounced as a soft T or D sound, as in butter or pudding. Keep that in mind as you practice saying these characters. The first character we'll learn is da, da, da. Which of these characters is da, da? Karada, karada. Abura, abura. Kujira, kujira. The next character we'll learn is ri, ri, ri. Which of these characters is ri, ri? Risu, risu. Omatsuri, omatsuri. Fumikiri, fumikiri. The next character we'll learn is ru, ru, ru. Which of these characters is ru, ru? Iruka, iruka. Kuruma, kuruma. Taberu, taberu. The next character we'll learn is re, re, re. Which of these characters is re, re? Kirei, kirei. 冷蔵庫、冷蔵庫。嬉しい、嬉しい。The final character we'll learn in this video is ろ、ろ、ろ. Which of these characters is ろ、ろ? お風呂、お風呂。ろうそく、ろうそく。面白い、 面白い. We learned the characters da, ri, ru, re, ro. In the next lesson, we'll go over the characters wa, o, n. See you in the next video! In this video, we'll go over the final 3 characters of hiragana, wa, o, n. The first character we'll learn is wa. 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 Which of these characters is wa? Wa. Wasabi. Wasabi. Wataame. Wataame. Suwaru. Suwaru. The next character we'll learn is o. 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 Note that o is usually romanized as wo, but it's pronounced o like the o vowel sound. Which of these characters is o? O. O is used to mark a direct object in a sentence, so you'll mostly only see o in sentences and phrases rather than in individual words. For example, the word for strawberry in Japanese is ichigo. The verb to eat in Japanese is taberu. So, to say to eat strawberries, we would say ichigo o taberu. Nashi o taberu. Nashi o taberu. Budou o taberu. Budou o taberu. Momo o taberu. Momo o taberu. The final character we'll learn in this video is n. 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 Note that n is the only hiragana character without a vowel sound. You will never see a word start with n. Which of these characters is n? N. Gohan. Gohan. Kaban. Kaban. Nihon. Nihon. The pronunciation of n can change slightly depending on the character after. Try reading this word. Kanpai. Kanpai. In this case, the n is pronounced closer to an m sound. Kanpai. Enpitsu. Enpitsu. トンボ、トンボ。Now try reading this word. 信号、信号。In this case, the n creates a nasal sound. You should feel a little bit of pressure in your nose when you say the n. 信号。漫画、漫画。インコ、インコ。We learned the final three characters of hiragana, wa, o, n. In the next lesson, we'll go over the small versions of the ya, yu, yo characters. See you in the next video! In this lesson, we'll learn how to read the small version of ya, yu, yo. To start, what is this character? Ya. We can add a small ya to the end of any of these 12 characters. The small ya essentially removes the e sound and replaces it with ya. Repeat after each one. Kya, gya, sha, ja, cha, ja, nya, hya, bya, pya, mya, lya. Note that when we Romanize these combinations, we don't include a y after sh, ch, or j. This is because these letters naturally create a y sound when combined with a vowel. Kyaku, kyaku. Jagaimo, jagaimo. Omocha, omocha. What is this character? Yu. We can add a small u to the end of any of these 12 characters. Again, the small u essentially removes the e sound and replaces it with yu. Repeat after each one. Kyu, gyu, shu, ju, chu, ju, nyu, hyu, byu, pyu, myu, ryu. Kyuri, kyuri.週末、週末。留学、留学。What is this character? Yo. We can add a small yo to the end of these 12 characters. Repeat after each one. Kyo, gyo, sho, jo, cho, jo. にょ、ひょ、びょ、ぴょ、みょ、りょ。今日、今日、醤油、醤油。病気、病気。In this lesson, we learned how to use the small ya, you, yo characters. Congratulations, you have completed the Hiragana Basics online course. You should now have a basic understanding of each Hiragana character and how they come together to create words. It will take some time for you to become able to read Hiragana fluently and automatically, so make sure to practice by reading whenever you get a chance. Now that you've mastered all 46 Hiragana characters and their variations, consider learning katakana. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.